wanna be a smoke champ, smoke champ. Everybody is a smoke champ.
What's up, world? I'm your host, Reed, aka the Reefer Chiefer, and this is Smoke Champs 365 Live, here to keep you up on cannabis and what's going on in the cannabis world. Before we get into the smoke, we will be introducing our guest, Alan 420 with Synidcate Empire with Blazin 98.5 FM. Alan is going to be telling us a little bit about himself. He's going to tell us something very important about the cannabis world. But before all that, I want to let y'all know we have a special guest on the show. So make sure y'all stay tuned in to see what we have for you later on. But right now, Alan's going to tell us a little bit about himself. So Alan, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Before I started blowing up the airwaves in Colorado Springs and taking control of that, I used to be in the industry. I'm not anymore, except for smoking. But I started off in a little shop down there in the Springs called Discreet Treats. Started off as a trimmer and really got into it and started learning and getting more knowledge and impressing actually my bosses to the point where I ended up being a manager running their 2 shops for several years.
Nice. So that means you have like a lot of experience, right?
Extensive knowledge, yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. So that's what we're going to be getting into a little bit on this show. Digging into your knowledge and educating the world a little bit about what those known facts that you have. So Alan, tell us what's your favorite strain?
My favorite strain right now, as of now, is Gorilla Glue number 4.
Gorilla Glue number 4.
That is my go-to.
You know the THC level on that?
Varies on grower.
Okay, so growers, holla at me. But anyway, Alan, let's get into your radio. What's going on? How did Blazin FM start?
Blazin FM started with actually a few select group in the Springs that were actually local artists, and they wanted a platform to play their music because all the local stations were corporate and they refused to play local artists. So they got with the local owner that was willing to change one of the station formats strictly to classic hip hop and R&B, allowing local artists to come on.
Okay, all right. So if y'all people out there, make sure y'all go check out Synidcate Empire Radio on Blazin 98.5 FM. So Alan, with the radio, what really brought you to, jump from, weed to, saying, yo, start a radio station, you know what I'm saying? Did you smoke a real fat blunt? You know what I'm saying? Like
I actually started off as an intern, like a lot of people, by accident. As a matter of fact, I was actually riding around smoking. One of their interns didn't show up, and I called in and said, hey, I heard you need a new intern. And here I am with my own show, my own webpage. I'm blazing right now.
That's what's up, man. That's dope. I mean, that's crazy. Just the how that synchronicity works. Dang.
It plays hand in hand because we're a weed-friendly station.
Yeah, and you know what? That's something that Smoke Champs is all about. So welcome to the show. We're glad to have you.
I appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah, man. So tell us what's your favorite bud, or would you prefer?
My go-to is flower.
Flower.
Concentrates. I actually am a medical patient, so concentrates make me cough a little too hard.
Okay.
So I can't mess with concentrates too much.
All right. So what can you tell us the difference between some of those concentrates? You also mess with CBD, right?
Yeah, I know a lot about CBD.
All right. So tell us a little bit the difference between CBD and THC, because I hear you have a little message out there to tell people.
Well, the major difference between CBD and THC is THC gives you the psychoactive effect, the high. CBD is more of a relaxant, and as it's spreading across the nation, as it's supposedly legal in all 50 states, people are not getting their stuff from reputable people and finding out that there's a difference between CBDs. There's a hemp CBD and a cannabis CBD. One will get you in trouble and one won't.
That's true. I'm pretty sure y'all didn't had that encounter before.
Like the hemp CBD has so little THC in it, that's why it's federally legal on all 50 states. Now, as far as the cannabis CBD. It's actually a cannabis plant with just elevated levels of CBD, and it still has enough THC in it to where if you're on probation or parole or trying to get a job, you can actually still fail a test. That's why it's very important you know where you get your CBD from.
Make sure y'all be paying attention what it says on them labels. If you don't pay attention to them labels, you know what I'm saying, you might be very nervous when the boys get behind you, you know? So make sure y'all got that right.
For sure. I watch TV, and there's this one TV show out I'm seeing regularly in Texas, people getting in trouble with these concentrates.
Yeah, I think I heard about that live PD.
Yes.
Yeah.
People are regularly still getting in trouble. Because in Texas, unfortunately, it's a felony to get caught with any amount of concentrate.
That just tells me don't go to Texas.
Yeah.
Don't go to Texas.
But they're in the process. They're jumping on board like all the other states. It's just the feds that are fighting it.
Yeah, I hear you. Shout out to Houston, shout out to Texas, But all right, Alan, let's get back to this cannabis. We're gonna be blazing up a little mixture, a little everything, in just in a few moments. But tell us a little bit more. Educate us on the cannabis world right now. What information do you have to put and educate our viewers on cannabis and smoking cannabis and being a cannabis head?
Research it. Like, don't go to Facebook, don't go on Instagram, actually go to an internet search, research it. Every major university has done a study. Doctors all over the world have done studies. I've been reading about this for 12 plus years. The big thing now they're talking about is should women use it while pregnant or breastfeeding?
Yeah,
and I say yes. I promote it because a lot of people don't understand babies are born without an immune system. They get their immune system technically from the mother's breast milk, which has thousands of active cannabinoids in it.
Y'all hear that?
We produce cannabinoids, not just the plant. We also produce it within ourselves. That's why we have cannabinoid receptors.
I never knew that.
And yes, and me personally, I honestly believe that's where SIDS comes from, is people using Simlac as opposed to breast milk. The baby has no immune system with Simlac still. So the slightest cold is going to kill that baby. No immune system. It's the same as being born with HIV.
Well, y'all hear it. Make sure y'all breastfeeding out there. Get it how it's supposed to be.
There's still that stigma though. People are going after pregnant women who try to smoke and trying to child endangerment charges or various things to take the baby as soon as it's born. It's still happening today in other states that are not legal.
Yeah, I'm hearing that cannabis is actually impacting the medical community actually pretty heavy. They're starting to prescribe certain things.
Especially in Colorado.
Yeah, definitely.
Like you and I were discussing earlier, I was letting you know, come August 1st or 2nd, any doctor will be able to prescribe marijuana. It is left up now to even dentists. Go in there, root canal, you don't like pain pills. They can now, coming in August, prescribe you, say, a 30-day card so you can legally go purchase marijuana.
What? Coming up in August? Look, this is news to me.
Any doctor capable of prescribing a prescription will be able to write a recommendation for marijuana. That includes eye doctors, dentists, the regular practitioner.
I'm gonna say this. I still got some wisdom teeth up here I need to get out, and I will be going to the dentist and getting some of that. Come August.
Colorado's changing.
Come August, it's going for me and the dentist. I'm coming. Have them ready. All right. So back to this. So with everything that's been introduced from marijuana, what do you think about the impacts that it's going to have in the future? What's the overall?
It's already having an impact.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at the amount of money Colorado's making.
True. We got new roads now. Everybody from Denver know about the new roads, especially up on Martin Luther King. You know about them.
And now every other state is seeing that, following suit. They're seeing the money and lots of money. Lots. Now imagine if it was federally legalized, the amount of money it could bring.
That would be some heavyweight.
But they don't want that because marijuana is the cure.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course.
Cannabis is the cure to so many things people don't even understand. They're using it for alopecia and rosacea and stuff, curing that. It cures herpes. People didn't know that.
Nope.
They've known for many years.
Shit, I didn't know that.
So some of y'all out there that riding dirty, go ahead and clean that up.
But definitely go to the nearest clinic, please. Just don't smoke weed. Please go to the nearest clinic.
And like you were talking about earlier, there's so many active cannabinoids in cannabis. People don't research it. Like the CBG is only active in the live plant. I mean, if you go out there and pick your bud, a couple leaves, throw it in your juicer in the morning with your juice, it'll actually give you energy throughout the day.
You hear that, juicers? I know we got some fans that are some weed head juicers out there. You better start taking down.
I know a couple bodybuilders that swear by it, that it provides them better energy and stuff than some of the other things that we're using.
New facts to me, people. New facts to me.
There's so many facts people don't understand.
Dang, that's crazy. So, man, right now, y'all, I'm just having my mind blown with the amount of information that I didn't even know. So this is crazy. Make sure y'all tell y'all friends to tune in to Smoke Champs 365. You know what I'm saying? We are live right now, and you know, we have an amazing thing going here.
We got all the info you need.
Everything. Right now, I'm finna go ahead and blaze up this blunt, and I'm gonna go ahead and let Alan tell y'all a little bit more about, you know, his Empire on 98.5. Definitely make sure y'all go out and check that out. Again, that's Syndicate Empire at 98.5 FM. So Alan, go ahead. Tell our fans, get them to be your fans. Tell them what's Syndicate Empire FM about. What do you guys have on the show? Tell us what's popping about it. You know what I'm saying? What's hype?
Well, actually, I'm more than just FM radio. I mean, I'm on 9 p.m. to midnight, Monday through Friday in the Springs, but also I'm streaming 24/7. You go to my webpage, syndicateempireradio.com. You can listen to us anytime, anywhere. All you gotta do is download the Mixler app, and you can listen to us. We promote local artists. If you are a local artist, you got edited music, syndicateempireradio@gmail.com. You send it, we'll play it. I've played local artists out of California, Texas, the East Coast. During our stream, when we're streaming, you can talk with us. Like last week, I was talking to somebody from Cape Town, South Africa, who was listening to us down there.
That's dope. Make sure y'all definitely tune in.
So if you want to hear your music heard worldwide, you need to get at me. Syndicate Empire
That
Radio
is
at Gmail.
dope. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, Syndicate Empire Radio at Gmail. Send your edited tracks, because I can play it on FM. Unedited, I can stream, but I can get you heard worldwide. Sort of
Y'all
like,
hear that?
sort of like Smoke Champs 365 worldwide,
Live.
live.
Hell yeah. Fans, followers, y'all hear that? Go out,
Now, what
tune
we was
in,
talking about
get
earlier
your music artists.
about the good things about cannabis. Have you heard about what Ricky Williams doing? Former NFL. He's a big supporter of cannabis, and he's one of the people that understood that smoking marijuana after a workout actually repairs your muscles faster than anything else. And you get a better workout, you get better results. And he's actually opened up, or trying to open up, I'm trying to remember what state. He's opening up a gym, smoker-friendly gym, where you can blaze before or after a workout. Because that is so healthy.
He is just like full of information here, guys. I had no clue that all this, you know, I am a pothead to a certain extent where I break down a cigar, as you would call it, and I empty the guts, as you would call it, the tobacco, and then I would empty that. I think I said that, but and then fill it up with good green, and just smoke it, and it would just put me on a cloud that we all know that is above 9.
So me personally, I enjoy the cones. I've kind of got away from the tobacco products. They were a little too, caused me to cough up phlegm too much. So I switched to cones, and now I'm finding that Raw has come up with a synthetic blunt that is made of hemp, but taste looks just like.
So a synthetic blunt wrap from Raw.
Yeah.
And what does it taste like?
It's supposed to look and taste just like a blunt,
What?
but it's pure hemp.
That's dope. I heard about some other hemp wraps. I can't remember where they're from, but I've never heard of that. So that's new information over here. That's pretty interesting.
Well, what makes these ones different is they're not like the regular wraps where you gotta actually roll it. They're already pre-rolled like they're cones. Where you just stuff it. And the tips are wood, like dope, because you can take the tip and reuse it 3 or 4 times.
Just like mild.
Yeah.
You know, without emptying the together.
Oh yeah, I've done that a few times if you have to block your mind and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, all right. So that's new information. I'm sure some of our followers could agree. I've never heard of that. So that's definitely something I gotta try.
You gotta stay up to date.
I do. I'm slacking. I go to the store, I get me a Dutch, I roll it up, and that's pretty much my story.
There's actually a new product coming out I'm trying to get to basically unveil on Smoke Champs. It's called the J-Bowl. And what it is a device that actually weighs, okay, and rolls cones for you. It's got a scale in it. You take it, you pour your butt on top, it'll tell you how much is in there. And you press the button once, it'll grind it. You press it again, you have already 5 cones already in there, empty ones. It'll begin to fill each one of them and pop them out as it's done. What do you think about that?
That's fucking crazy.
A machine to weigh, grind, and roll your butt.
That is crazy. I needed that some years ago.
And the funny thing is, the original design basically comes for handicap. People without limbs, missing a limb that can't roll because, well, they only have one arm. And that's where that really came about, is to help a lot of people who can't roll for themselves.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
The possibilities in this industry are endless, like truly endless.
Yeah, I can see that. Right now, I think the industry is at its breaking point on that ice. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe things are definitely gonna move forward and definitely blow minds as new inventions. And as
there's no choice. It can only move forward.
Yeah, it's all about
even the federal government cannot stop its progression, because you're seeing every state legalize without the feds. Pretty soon, what are the feds going to do when every single state is legal without them? What does that say? Who's actually controlling what?
Dun, 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 dun.
But that's another topic for another day.
Yeah, that is another topic. That's a whole nother topic right there. I'm sure our viewers would agree. So while I'm smoking this, as y'all can see, that we have a few of the rigs on the table. This is a bong right here. We're not gonna do dabs on this first part of the scene. You guys, I know you're waiting on what we have in that jar right there. It's very suspenseful.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It was tested earlier.
Yeah. As you can see, I'm pretty high. Still getting high, and we have a lot more here on Smoke Champs 365 to go ahead and inform you and introduce you to the new things that cannabis has. And Alan 420 has given us an amount of information. If you guys are listening, I said an amount of information.
A mountain.
No,
Another thing, stop calling it a drug. It's not. It's a nutrient.
True.
There's a doctor, Robert Mellamy, called Dr. Bob. He actually wrote a long little article on it. He describes it more being a nutrient than a drug or anything else because our body needs it. He's one of the people that also believes that Alzheimer's is a lack of cannabinoids in the system, and that there's a lot of diseases that are coming up because we're not keeping our system full with cannabinoids. We have receptors for a reason.
Shit. Man, like I don't even know what to say to that. Cause
We've been lied to for too long. It's basically it. We've been lied to way too long.
Yep. Stop watching.
Just like, let me put it this way. Have you heard of the placebo effect? You give a person a sugar pill, they think it's this pill and they're cured.
I have.
Well, the medical industry and schools no longer teach that. The reason for that is it proves something naturalists have been proving, that we don't need drugs to cure ourselves. Your body will heal itself. And in doing so, you've seen that in placebos. If a person took a placebo and got better and well, it wasn't the sugar in that pill. What was it? It was your own mind. Your own mind heals your own body.
That makes sense.
So,
What's that? Perception.
yes,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's mind over matter.
I seen a video actually scrolling on Facebook, and what they're doing is he tells him, he says, "I'm gonna take this match and I'm gonna burn your arm with it, but I'm gonna blindfold you." So he blindfolds him. He lights the match. So they hear this match light. They're like, "All right, oh shit!" And he puts it out. And he takes a piece of ice and he sticks it on their arm. They go, "Ah!" Like they're about to get burned. But, you know, it was really just a piece of ice. And then they realized, oh shit, the fuck, it's wet. You know?
Their mind told them that it was burning.
Right.
So in turn, they felt like it was burning.
Because the whole time they were sitting there thinking, like, this dude's gonna fucking burn me with a fucking match. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'd be thinking, like, what the fuck?
The government doesn't want you
Gonna
to
get
know that.
burnt with a match.
There's no money in the cure, only in treating. So, do you think it'll ever be federally legal?
You know what? I think under an immense amount of pressure, maybe.
The biggest misconception I hear a lot of marijuana supporters are saying is reschedule it. It's right now Schedule 1, meaning the most dangerous drug on the planet, most addictive, most destructive. Along with heroin and you know all the other harder drugs.
I mean,
Well, people are trying to fight to make it a Schedule 2. I don't even believe in that. Take it off the schedule, period. You put it at a 2, you're putting it in Walgreens' hands. And they can in turn force all these shops to shut down and say, hey, you gotta go to Walgreens. You gotta get what they're giving you. They're already in trying to produce still fake THC and CBD. For some odd reason, they're trying to, right now, there's a government study trying to grow wheat to produce THC. Wheat to produce THC. Think about that.
wheat.
Why? Mess with what's already there.
Yeah. Like, why create it when it's
Already
it's
here.
right in front of
And
you?
been here for thousands of years.
Damn. What the fuck? They're always trying to mutate something.
That's mankind.
Yep. Find something, destroy it.
Because they're still in denial of the power of cannabis.
That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame, guys. We need to be more in tune on what the fuck cannabis can do for our well-being, people. That's pretty much what he's saying. That would sum it up.
It's
Right?
saving and changing lives. As we speak right now. I've witnessed it because in the beginning when I started, there was literally nothing but medical patients, people in wheelchairs, people in walkers going to these shops because at that time the DEA was still raiding when I started. They were still susceptible to be thrown on the ground with a pistol to your head, just like the owners, if you was cocking one. So it really wasn't a big pothead haven yet until Mr. Obama wrote that letter to the DEA saying, you know what, back off. The moment he did that, there was 2 to 3 dispensaries opening almost every day.
Oh yeah, they sprung up in Colorado, definitely.
Everywhere.
They were like liquor stores.
Which actually started a little
everybody.
rift between them too. Like in the Springs, there was a lot of fighting amongst the dispensaries. Like literally people breaking each other's windows out and stuff. Like in the beginning, it was like the Wild Wild West. It was a little chaotic.
I bet. Shit.
But then once the rules got in place, regulations started happening, people started feeling comfortable they can go to these places without being exposed because, again, there's a lot of people that use this that you wouldn't expect. Doctors, judges, lawyers,
all types of people. You see them pulling
people
up to
from
the
all
dispensary.
walks of life that were, sneaking in, getting a prescription.
Yeah.
But as it's been relaxed and more education is being spread, people are now open about it.
Yeah.
And that's why it's spreading, because people are no longer in fear of being charged with serious time for a minor crime.
That's true.
And still to this day, like I said, live PD, every week watch it. See how many people are going to get charged with a felony for a little bit of dab.
I hear you, man.
We got a whole, what we got right here
Oh yeah.
in Texas will put you away for about 10 years.
Oh yeah. That amount right there. Yeah.
But you and I can sit here and openly do this. Police can come in here and watch us do it.
Oh yeah. I already know. And I blow it right.
As a matter of fact, 2 weeks ago, cops were at my house. I was breaking up on the table while I was talking to him through my door. I ain't open my door. I talked to him through the door. I had a screen door up, and I was like, I'm not opening it, but can I help you?
Yep. That's Colorado for you.
Colorado.
I seen a post out here that said Colorado smoking blunts out the window like they do Newports everywhere else. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Like it's so rampant. Like police don't even mess with you because so many people do it. It's like Las Vegas. People really think it's legal to walk around with your drink in your hand in Vegas. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's just they don't mess with it because so many people do it. They ain't got time to mess with that. But they're legal. Open container is illegal in Las Vegas. Act a fool. Find out. See how many charges you get.
They gonna catch you up.
It's just like here, yeah, they don't mess with it. You stand there blunt. As long as you ain't acting dumb, being reckless with it, they don't mess with you.
So man, tell us, what's your favorite dispensary out here in Colorado?
Well, in the Springs, mine right now is, I'd have to say a Cut Above. And they actually have a Cut Above up here in Denver, a branch of theirs. They have some pretty fire.
Yeah, what would be your favorite strain?
Right now, Gorilla Glue number 4.
Gorilla Glue, that's where you get the Gorilla Glue number 4. So everybody knows where to get the Gorilla Glue number 4. Alright, you know what I'm saying? That's what Smoke Change is all about. Educating those on where to find a good weed at.
Oh, yeah. My name ain't 420 for nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Damn.
The best place, though, honestly, is your local grower.
Yeah, that's true.
I got a couple friends
me too.
that teach the dispensaries how to grow.
Yep.
Their stuff is better than the ones they teach. Believe that.
Man, the originals, as we would call it, of the marijuana industry.
And that's just a great message too. Is if you can grow your own, because you know what you're putting in it. Because believe it or not, with all the rules and regulations and stuff, there's certain things that are in the bud that people not realizing they're buying. If these plants ain't flushed properly, you're smoking nutrients, and it's not healthy. Trust me.
Oh man, I guarantee it's not. Especially, I hear that marijuana has some of this marijuana has chemicals mixed in it. So
Yeah, that's
be aware of that.
the chemicals used to grow the nutrients are actually pretty toxic to humans if you were to try to drink it.
Bam.
But see, put it this way: if you are smoking or smoking a bowl, your ash should turn pure white, real fluffy. If it stays black and you got to keep stirring that bowl, nutrients are in there and you're smoking nutrients. It's not clean. And you can actually feel it. It's real harsh in the throat.
Well, you guys heard it from Alan. 420.
Know what you're smoking.
Know what you're smoking.
Because, yes, some of it isn't all healthy.
Y'all hear that?
Facts. Grow your own.
Facts.
It's easy.
No cap.
Get you one of them autoflower lowriders. Yeah, they grow about 8 inches. They auto flower all by themselves. You ain't got to change the light cycle, nothing. Just keep it alive.
Just keep it alive, folks. Y'all hear that? Go ahead and go out, get some little flower, keep it fed, and smoke it.
And log on to smokechamps365.com.
Definitely log on to smokechamps365.com and go check out my man Alan 420 on Syndicate Empire Radio on Blazin 98.5 FM. Peace. We'll see y'all up again.
Well, we live, you know what I'm saying? We still live.